Exactly 1 year ago, we were at Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. Since then, we haven't been able to visit one single amusement park. The pandemic made it impossible for the Swedish amusement parks to open this year. So, here's a little throwback to last year and our top 10 Disney World rides. Remember, this video is very spoiler heavy, so if you don't want to ruin the surprise, I advise you to turn off now. But before turning off, before we continue, before anything, please click the subscribe button down below.
Seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet and legs inside the transport and supervise your children.
Claiming the number 1 spot, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. The newest ride to be open while we were at Disney World. Opened on 5 of December 2019 in Disney's Hollywood Studios. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Rise of the Resistance is, in our opinion, the best dark ride in the world at the moment. Rise was by far the absolute hardest ride to actually ride in Disney World, and we had to have a full plan to be able to pull it off. We stayed at Disney's Art of Animation, and at 5:45 in the morning we had a pre-booked lift waiting for us to take us to Hollywood Studios. This day the park opened at 7 AM, and we had heard that the day before the boarding groups were all out by 7:03. We somehow managed to get a boarding group, and by lunchtime it was our turn to ride. Taking place number 2, we have Expedition Everest, Legend of the Forbidden Mountain. When it first opened at 9 of April 2006 in Disney's Animal Kingdom, it was the most expensive roller coaster in the world at a cost of over $100 million. That throne is now taken by Hagrid's at Universal's Island of Adventure. But more about that in the next video. So, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that video. We did have a fast pass for Expedition Everest, so it was supposed to be a walk-on ride for us. Though the weather in Florida had other plans for us, when it was time for our fast pass, the sky opened and we did our maiden ride at Everest in full rain. That was a wet ride. It was still amazing though. Expedition Everest is such a great roller coaster, even when you can't see a thing because of the rain. Later on the same night we managed to get a second run without any rain. Flying in at number 3 on our list, we have Avatar Flight of Passage. In Pandora World of Avatar, we find Avatar Flight of Passage, a ride that Disney opened back in 2017 and has since then had a huge success for the Animal Kingdom. During the weeks before our FastPass window opened, we looked into the queue times for the different rides, and Avatar Flight of Passage had around 4 hours of line every day. Therefore, Avatar Flight of Passage is the hardest FastPass to get. When our FastPass booking window opened, we dove into the My Disney Experience app to look for FastPasses. Of course they were out, so if we were gonna ride Avatar Flight of Passage, it would be 4 hours in line. Luckily though, we managed to find a FastPass for Flight of Passage a few days later. Floating in at place number 4, we have a real classic ride, Pirates of the Caribbean. Located at Disney's Magic Kingdom and opened 15 of December 1973. For this ride we had a fast pass and it was pretty much a walk-on ride. This pirate ride is still as amazing now as it was back then when it opened. Even if Disney have made some slight changes, for example adding Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow after the movie turned out to be a hit. We took 2 rides in Pirates of the Caribbean, both of them just amazing.
They do tell tales, so says I.
Save some root for the old maid.
Dropping in at number 5, we find Twilight Zone, the Tower of Terror. Opened at Disney's Hollywood Studios on 22nd of July 1994. With a series of tricks and innovating ride systems, Disney outdid themselves with this one-of-a-kind drop tower. Not really one-of-a-kind though, because there is 2 more of this ride. One located at Tokyo Disney Sea in Tokyo, Japan, and the other one at Walt Disney Studio Park in Paris, France. There was a third one located at Disney's California's Adventure in California, but is now themed to Guardians of the Galaxy. The main part of this ride is the drop tower. What Disney did to pull this part off was to contact an elevator company and basically told them to do exactly the opposite of what they normally do. Spooking in at position number 6, we find the Haunted Mansion.
No flash pictures, please.
Another classic Disney ride that opened its doors back in 1971 at the Magic Kingdom. A ride that I was not very excited to ride, to be honest. I heard a lot about how great it is, but I also heard a lot about It's a Small World. So I wasn't expecting that much. But wow, was I surprised. The queue up to the ride is amazing, and then the ride itself is just great. Enough about this, and let's enjoy the ride.
Give us a hint by ringing a bell.
Launching from Spaceport 7, we have Mission Space. Opened at Disney's Epcot at August 15, 2003. We had no idea what to expect in this one. We realized outside the entrance that we could choose between orange and green mission. Then you walk into the ride and get this little screen in front of you. Excited what would happen. Then the Disney magic just happens and off you go. Launching into space and you're actually feeling the G-forces. Sitting here talking about it just feels silly and doesn't make it any justice. So if you already haven't, try to get a ride in this as soon as you can.
Rockets for lunar orbit insertion now.
LOI confirmed. Evasive maneuvers.
This meteor storm is directly over your Mars landing site.
Proximity alert.
Pilot, deploy the shield now.
Soaring in at number 8, we find Soaring, opening its doors at Disney's Epcot 5 of May 2005 with the name Soaring over California. Changed June 17, 2016 to Soaring Around the World. Again, some incredible Disney magic was needed to make this ride come alive. The feeling you get from flying over the world is just breathtaking, and Soaring is not a ride to miss. clocking in at number 9 in our hit list, Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith, opening at Disney's Hollywood Studios July 29, 1999. Rock and Roller Coaster is an enclosed, launched roller coaster, taking you from 0 to 92 km per hour in only 2.8 seconds. The attraction also features recorded music as well as appearances from the well-known rock band Aerosmith. A second installation with an identical track layout was opened at Walt Disney Studio Park in Paris, France in 2002. It closed in September 2019 for a planned renovation that will be themed to Iron Man and the Avengers. Driving in at parking spot number 10, we have Test Track. Test Track opened at Disney's Epcot on March 17, 1999 after some delays. The best part of the ride is the speed trial on a track around the exterior of the building at a top speed of 104.4 km per hour, making it the fastest Disney ride ever built. That is our top 10 picks of Disney World rides. Missing out on this list is probably Splash Mountain, but we do not have a say for this ride since it was closed for refurbishment during our visit. We hope that you liked this video and be sure to press that subscribe button.
Capability test results displayed and verified.
Now let's see how your vehicles compare when it comes to their efficiency.
Tell us what you think in the comments below and if you want more top 10 videos featured in our channel.